since 1968, serving our community with local news and sports. Covering Alexander, Burke, Caldwell, Catawba, Iredell, Lincoln, and Watauga counties. We are WHKY News.
Good evening and welcome into the Tuesday, December 23rd edition of the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Topping our news tonight, a pair of fires were fought Monday and early today. The Hickory Fire Department responded to an early morning vehicle fire at 12:40 a.m. today. Hickory firefighters from Station 3, Engine 3 were dispatched to the area of the 1200 block of 2nd Avenue Southwest. Crews arrived on the scene to find an older moving van with fire showing from the top of the cargo box. Crews quickly extinguished the fire and performed overhaul to ensure that the fire was out and had not spread. No other vehicles or property were damaged during the incident. No injuries were reported. Crews remained on the scene for approximately 40 minutes. Firefighters from Catawba County were among those responding to a blaze in Iredell County on Monday. According to the Iredell Free News, the West Iredell Volunteer Fire Department, along with crews from Troutman, Catawba, Monticello, and Stony Point, were alerted for a structure fire with people trapped on Barbary Drive just before 11:30 a.m. Monday. Iredell County EMS and Rescue Squad were also dispatched. According to the published report, arriving units found heavy fire coming from the structure. All occupants were accounted for. 3 children and 1 adult sustained burns and smoke inhalation, and additional EMS units were called to the scene along with a medical helicopter. The fire was brought under control just before noon on Monday. The published report says 1 child was airlifted to the hospital and EMS transported the other victims by ground. 1 firefighter was injured after falling through the floor of the structure. The cause of the blaze is being investigated by multiple agencies. 2 vehicles were involved in a crash involving a power pole in Hickory. Arianna Mack has that story.
That's correct, Rob. A vehicle crashed into a power pole Monday morning in Hickory. Monday at 9:30 a.m., Engine 3, Ladder 3, Rescue 1, and Battalion 1 were dispatched to a reported traffic accident with rollover at the intersection of 7th Avenue Southwest and 9th Street Southwest. Units arrived to find a 2-car motor vehicle accident with 1 vehicle overturned into a utility pole. All occupants of the vehicles had self-extricated prior to units' arrival. Crews worked to stabilize the vehicles and checked occupants for injuries. 1 occupant was transported with minor injuries to a local hospital by EMS. Duke Power and City Public Works were on the scene for an extended period of time to repair and replace damaged infrastructure. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. The Burke County Sheriff, in cooperation with other law enforcement and governmental agencies, is announcing a combined reward of up to $94,700 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of anyone responsible for the death of Rhonda Hinson 44 years ago. In December of 1981, 19-year-old Rhonda Hinson was returning home from a Christmas party when she was shot inside of her car while traveling towards Valdez on I-40 west to the Mineral Springs Mountain Road exit. Her death remains unsolved at this time. On Monday, Sheriff Banks Heintzman announced an increase in the amount of the reward for any information leading to an arrest and conviction for murder in this unsolved case, up to $94,700, consisting of combined amounts being offered by 3 agencies. The Burke County Sheriff has a dedicated tip line solely for the Rhonda Hinson case. If you have credible information, call 828-764-9549. You can also go to the Burke County Sheriff's Office app to submit a tip on the Rhonda Hinson tab. You can download the app by going to the App Store on your mobile device and typing in Burke Sheriff NC. It is a free app. In today's crime report, sexual exploitation charges have been filed against a Hickory man. In local sports, Jason Savage has high school basketball results from Monday night. In community focus, Arianna Mack speaks with Mike McGinnis from the Foothills Home Builders Association about that organization. We are on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 p.m. on channel 14.2 and now live at 5:30 on the WHKY YouTube channel and 10 o'clock on the WHKY Facebook page. We're also in multiple cable systems, including Compass in Morganton. I am Rob Eastwood, and this is the WHKY News.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
That means 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
And big discounts on all new Kias.
ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
Sweating is one of nature's most efficient ways to eliminate toxins, things like heavy metals, BPA, and phthalates. Now, it boosts your circulation, improves your skin health, strengthens your immune system, and relieves stress. Now, exercise is the obvious way to sweat, but infrared saunas, steam rooms, and even hot Epsom salts baths can help. Regular sweating has been shown to reduce the burden of something called persistent organic pollutants and other endocrine disruptors. Now, after sweating, always shower and scrub your skin to prevent those toxins from being reabsorbed. Drink mineral-rich water and coconut water to replace those electrolytes. If you're not sweating regularly, your detox pathways can be backed up, and that can show up as fatigue, brain fog, even skin breakouts. Move your body, raise your core temperature, and let your skin do its job. Sweat is nature's way of taking out the trash. I'm Dr. Joe Esposito. I'll see you next time for your Health Minute.
Rex Saddle Theater is back on Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on WHKY TV 14.2 with Kathy's Cooking, Interesting People, Hildebrand Cruising, and the Squatch Runners. You don't want to miss it. Channel 14.2 on free TV.
I want to tell you about Dr. Joe's Energy Boost Chewables. These things are amazing. Good, clean energy, no caffeine, no sugar crashes, and not even a hassle of swallowing pills. Now, these contain 2 ingredients. One of them is citrulline. Citrulline is an amino acid that opens up your blood vessels and increases circulation, even helps lower your blood pressure. And ginseng, this helps manage stress, keeps you focused, and gets you physically energized throughout the day. You can get these and all of our supplements on our website, drjoe.com. That's drjoe.com.
It's Telluride time at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And right now, we have up to $1,000 in bonus cash on select Kias, including Tellurides.
And no payments for 90 days.
We've never seen bonus cash like this.
Never.
Come see us at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
The following report contains real arrest records and law enforcement data. All individuals are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Welcome back into the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Leading off our crime report today, sexual exploitation charges have been filed against a Hickory man. 46-year-old Johnny Edward Hall was arrested by Hickory police. He's charged with second-degree and third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. Following the Tuesday arrest, Hall was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $700,000 bond with a district court date scheduled the same day. A Charlotte man is charged with a conspiracy offense in Catawba County. 53-year-old James Lamont Adams was arrested by Catawba County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with conspire to commit felony larceny in Catawba County and misdemeanor larceny in Gaston County. Following the Tuesday arrest, Adams was confined in the Catawba County Detention Facility under no bond. A Tuesday district court date was scheduled in Newton. A Gaston County district court date is December 29th. David Cedrone joins us now with a report on arrests in a pair of cases, one involving alleged false pretense and another in which drug charges were lodged.
All right, thank you, Rob. A Claremont man is facing multiple fraud-related charges following an arrest by the Catawba County Sheriff's Office. 32-year-old Charles Joseph Lee of Deal Road was arrested Monday. Authorities say Lee was charged with 2 counts of obtaining property by false pretense. He was taken to the Catawba County Detention Facility, placed under a $4,000 bond. A district court appearance is scheduled for January 6th. And a Newton man is facing felony drug charges after an arrest earlier this week. 67-year-old David Lee Brewer of Oak Hill Drive, arrested Monday by Catawba County Sheriff's deputies. Brewer is charged with felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance, along with possession of drug paraphernalia. He was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $2,500 bond. His district court date is scheduled for Tuesday. I'm David Cedrone for WHKY News.
Thanks, David. Arianna Mack is up next. She's got details on a pair of arrests in Caldwell County cases.
That's correct, Rob. A Hudson woman was charged with violating probation. 34-year-old Elizabeth Jane Lewis of Kristen Lane in Hudson was arrested Saturday by Hudson police officers. She's charged with felony probation violation. Lewis has a conviction listed in April 2022 for attempted trafficking, Schedule II controlled substance, and possession of Schedule II controlled substance. Lewis was released on $25,000 secured bond. No court date was listed. And a Lenore woman charged with drug offenses, 40-year-old Ashley Laverne Hardwick of Virginia Street in Lenore, was arrested Friday by Lenore police officers. She's charged with felony maintaining a vehicle or dwelling for controlled substance and misdemeanor simple possession of Schedule IV controlled substance. Hardwick was released on $2,000 secured bond. A court date is scheduled for January 12th in Lenore. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna. 18-year-old Nicholas Craig Scruggs of the Polk County town of Columbus, North Carolina, was arrested by Hickory police. He's charged with assault with physical injury on emergency personnel. Following the Tuesday arrest, Scruggs was jailed in the Catawba County Detention Facility under $5,000 bond. A district court date was scheduled later that same day in Newton. And that's our crime report for today. Thank you for watching. For WHKY, I'm Rob Eastwood. Stay with us. Jason Savage is up next with your local sports.
It's Nick, the Kia man at Paramount Kia in Hickory.
And it's the winter sales event going on right now.
What's that mean for you? 0 down payment available.
And no payments for 90 days.
Plus a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles under $20,000.
With big discounts on new Kias.
So you've got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory. 0 down payment available, no payments for 90 days, and a lot of quality pre-owned cars starting under $20,000.
And big discounts on new Kias. ParamountKia.com.
Get your Kia at Paramount.
Weight loss is never one size fits all.
At the North Carolina Bariatric Institute, we support you with personalized care
at every step of your weight loss journey.
Your care team is led by robotically trained bariatric surgeons.
Our nurses, dietitians, and psychologists work together to help you achieve lasting, effective weight loss.
Visit us online to register for a free informational seminar and begin your weight loss journey.
The white flag is in the air, out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
They come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
MRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
In North Carolina, people on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
You are watching WHKY 14.2 television serving the Charlotte region. We are broadcasting live into over 1.2 million households in Charlotte and the surrounding areas, with over-the-air reception as well as 5 local cable systems. If you are seeing this, so are your potential customers. Are you new to TV advertising? We can help you tap into our TV audience. For a limited time, you can secure 50 30-second commercials per month for the low cost of $750, which includes commercial time and commercial production of your advertisement. Contact us at advertise@WHKY.com and let us customize a marketing plan to grow your business and increase your market share.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory, and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory, and Valdez.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. We begin with high school basketball action from last night, starting first with girls' games in the Western Foothills Athletic 4A 5A Conference that saw Bandy's edging out Newton Conover 50-41. Bunker Hill fell to East Lincoln 77-24. Hickory fell for the first time this season, losing to North Lincoln 85-49. Maiden winning over Fred T. Ford 64-33. Non-conference matchups. Alexander Central winning over South Iredell 60-29. West Caldwell falling to Watauga 67-32. High school boys basketball action. Again, we start at the Western Foothills Athletic 4A 5A Conference. Bandy squeaks by Newton Conover by 1, 65-64. Bunker Hill falls to East Lincoln 66-29. Hickory losing to North Lincoln 81-75. Non-conference matchups from last night on boys games. Alexander Central defeats South Iredell 70-63, and West Caldwell fell to Watauga by the final of 79-57. Little Rhine Volleyball placed 3 individuals on the College Sports Communicators Academic All-District team. Honorees for the Bears included Emilia Allen, Kaylee Cleaver, and Hadley Prince. The 2025-26 Academic All-District Volleyball teams, chosen by College Sports Communicators, honors top student athletes for excellence in both academics and athletics across all collegiate divisions, NCAA 1, 2, 3, and NAIA. Now, to qualify, athletes must have a minimum grade point average of 3.5 and either have started in 66% or participated in 90% of their games during the season. Cleaver and Prince were selected as Academic All-America finalists and now move on to the national ballot. The final selections will be voted on by College Sports Communication members, with the honorees to be announced on January the 13th. Allen, Cleaver, and Prince were all key in leading the Bears to yet another successful season where they finished the year with a record of 23-8 overall, 14-4 in the South Atlantic Conference, advancing to the NCAA tournament second round for just the 3rd time in program history. Appalachian State softball announced their 2026 schedule recently. Head coach Whitney Jones and her squad will look to build upon a strong first season under her direction, where the Mountaineers won 13 Sun Belt Conference games, tying the program record for the most wins in the Sun Belt era, and they earned a number 6 seed in the Sun Belt Conference tournament, the second highest seed also in program history. Now, the Mountaineers' 52-game schedule will feature 18 home games, the most in a season since 2016, highlighted by the Mountaineer Classic, the first non-conference tournament hosted by the Mountaineers in program history. Appalachian State will face 3 NCAA tournament qualifiers from a year ago and 6 teams that won at least 30 games in 2025. The Mountaineers will open up the season with a multi-team tournament hosted by UNC Wilmington from February 6th through the 8th. Mountaineers will face off with Kennesaw State twice, George Washington, and the host school UNC Wilmington twice while in that tournament in Wilmington. As always, more details on these stories and the latest updates can be found at WHKY.com.
Paramount Hyundai, Hickory, and Valdez.
Double the location, double the selection, and double the deals.
Like 0% interest for 60 months on Santa Fe and Tucson, and no payments for 90 days.
Right away today at Paramount Hyundai,
Hickory, and Valdez.
In North Carolina, People on bikes are allowed to use a full road lane for their safety. The safest way for a motorist to pass cyclists is to change lanes when the other lane is free of traffic. It is not legal to enter an opposing lane with any oncoming traffic as shown here. Working together, we can make our streets safer for all.
The white flag is in the air out front when it matters most.
Tonight's low is going to get down to about 57.
As they come to the line, and a big jump once again by Martin Truex Jr.
Larson to the bottom. He's got the lead off the top of turn.
LRN, keeping you in the race.
This is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
WHKY Talk Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM.
Hey, grab me one too.
Paramount Kia
realizes that there's a lot of myths and confusion when buying your car. What's the interest rate I get? What's the payment I get? Do I get to buy the car I want or the car you want me to buy?
And we understand that life happens and it's full of challenges.
That's why your friends at Paramount Kia want to help you through those challenges. We want to help you get the interest rate you want, the car you want, and the payment you deserve.
Come experience the Paramount difference. Let us surprise you.
Paramount Kia, let us help you.
This is Community Focus on the WHKY News. I'm Rob Eastwood. Arianna Mack leads things off with her guest as they discuss a local home building organization.
Joining WHKY, Mike McGinnis with the Foothills Home Builders Association. He's going to bring us up on some details of what they do and how we can get involved. Mike, give us a rundown of the Home Builders Association.
Sure. So we are a group made up of home builders and associates who would be the subcontractor trades and the vendors who supply the materials to the home building industry. We collectively, as an organization, we advocate for legislation that benefits our industry, things that would help keep the cost of construction down so that housing is affordable, as well as we advocate for young folks to get into our industry, to consider construction as a viable career opportunity for them.
And as a one-stop shop for home building, how long have you guys been doing this at the association?
So the Hickory Catawba Valley Home Builder Association has been around almost 50 years. This past spring we merged with the Lincoln County and the Caldwell County Home Builder Associations and formed the newly created Foothills Home Builders Association. So we now serve Alexander, Caldwell, Catawba, and Lincoln counties.
Of course. And what would you say to somebody in their 20s trying to figure it out? Should they build a home or should they buy a home? What do you have to say to them?
Really, it's going to depend a lot on your budget and where you want to live. Currently, the cost per square foot is a little lower for pre-existing homes, and the cost for construction is a little on the higher side. So it really, again, is going to depend on what your budget is and really kind of where you're looking to live as far as the areas where there's still available housing.
And for someone trying to join the association, maybe as a vendor or builder, or even someone young trying to get their hands dirty, where should they go for resources?
Sure. Our website, www.foothillshba.com. As a homeowner, someone, if you need a resource, if you're looking to build a home or if you have a home that needs some work done on it, we do have a directory on there of all of our member businesses. That's where you can go to find, a painter, a plumber, someone who can do work on your home. Or if you're looking to just build a new home, we have a bunch of new home builders listed in our directory as well.
Yes, and to this, it just made me think it's even kind of curbing that scam thing, right? These are approved plumbers, approved people for construction, and I know there are scams out there these days when it comes to construction and building.
There are. If you use a business off of our website, you can be assured that they've been vetted by our organization. They are legitimate businesses. And if you ever have an issue with a builder or a subcontractor that you use from our website, please absolutely reach out to our organization and we'll address that.
Thank you, Mr. McGinnis. From the Foothills Home Builder Association, serving your Catawba, Caldwell, Alexander, and Lincoln counties. Reporting for WHKY, I'm Arianna Mack.
Thanks, Arianna, and thanks to Mike for joining us tonight. David Cedrone is up next with details on a survey related to the Catawba County Library System.
Thank you, Rob. Well, the Catawba County Library is starting the new year with a major planning effort, and officials want the public input. The library has launched a strategic planning project called Stronger by Design. It's guided by consultants from Library Strategies and supported by the Community Steering Committee. Current strategic plan expires in 2026. Leaders say the new process will help ensure library services continue to meet changing needs of county residents. Throughout January, consultants will collect feedback from the public through surveys, focus groups, one-on-one interviews, and in-person activities at library locations. Library staff will also participate in surveys to help shape future programs and services. A countywide community survey is open now through the end of January. Anyone who completes it can enter a drawing for a $25 Walmart card. A link to the survey is available at our website, WHKY.com. I'm David Cedrone, WHKY News.
Thanks, David. According to AAA Carolinas, it is projected that 122.4 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles from home over the 13-day year-end holiday period beginning December 20th, ending January 1st. This year's forecast is a 2.2% increase over 2024, surpassing last year's record of 119.7 million travelers. 3.7 million North Carolinians will travel for the holidays, a 2.9% increase from last year. 3.3 million will travel by automobile, a 2.5% increase. Just over 200,000 will travel by air, a 2% increase. Nationally, AAA projects 109.5 million Americans will travel by car for their year-end trips, an increase of 2%. Over last year, driving is the overwhelming favorite among all modes of transportation because of its convenience and low cost. Gas prices are lower than last year, with the national average dipping below $3 per gallon for the first time in 4 years. That wraps up Community Focus and the WHKY News. Remember, you can get all of the latest news and sports 24/7 at our website, WHKY.com. We also have local news and sports 7 days a week on our sister station, WHKY Radio, 1290 AM and 102.3 FM, and streaming on multiple platforms and at our website. Thank you for joining us. On behalf of Arianna Mack, David Cedrone, Jason Savage, and Mike McGinnis, I am Rob Eastwood, and from Hickory, this is the WHKY News.